and today I'm going to do an instructional video on medication administration through the G-tube. So medication administration rules in general are make sure you have the right dose at the right time, the right patient, and the right route. So we're going to go over all of those things, and then I'm going to walk you through the med admin. So we have here Brock Quintel's bubble pack of all of his medication. It has all of the dosages on it. Brock Quintel is our only patient here. That's my son. He's 12. And we are going to give him the Wednesday PM dose because it's 7 o'clock. So you see 1900. So we're gonna go first, pop out the medication, and then we're gonna count and double check the quantities. So we've got the right time, we've got the right dose. So I'm cross-referencing here to make sure I've got 4 pills of Tegretol. Yep, 1 pill of clobazam and 2 pills of Sabril. The descriptions are on here too. So we've got the right dose. So the right route for Brock, as you can see, because of this many pills, is going to be G-tube because it's a lot of pills to eat. So we're going to crush them first using this Silent Night pill crusher. First you put them in this bag without dropping them on the floor. And then you start crushing them. This is going to be obnoxious because you got to make sure you crush them really well. So that involves doing a light crush, and you're moving the bag around so that you're crushing all the pills, and then you kind of just keep moving the contents. Take a look and you can see, well, near the top there's some really big pieces there. So when that happens, I just mix it around a bit, keeping it all in there. Crushing it even more. Not entirely sure why this is named the Silent Night, because it's not silent. Still got some really chunky bits at the top. It's crushed really well at the bottom. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit more and then do one final crush. So now we're going to dissolve it. We got to make sure it's really dissolved. Make sure all the contents are out. Using the filtered water, I first make sure I get all the residue out of the pill bag, and I dump it into this cup. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more water. So I'm going to guess we're close to 40 to 50 mils there. Dispose of the pill bag. Now we're going to make sure that we dissolve this extremely well so that we're not going to be clogging the G-tube extension, because this is how we're going to administer it. So this is the easiest way. Just use the syringe to mix everything up. Do this as many times as you think is necessary. You don't want any chunks left in there. Oops. Yeah, be careful there. Okay, and I spilt on the counter a little bit, so because this is my home counter and it's clean, I'm going to suction this up because, hey, mistakes happen, but if you look how much was there, and we don't want him to lose that dose. If for whatever reason the whole thing or most of it dumps over, we have extra medication on hand, and you would just pop it out of another evening. There's extra bubble packs in here. at all times, so we would just pop it out of the next one in the evening time and then just move on to the next day. Okay. So I think that that's dissolved fairly well. I'm also going to bring a flush cup that has just plain water in it. We're gonna go see Brock. No spilling. Brock's not feeling that great today because he had a massive seizure yesterday. He's not gonna like us turning on the light, but it's okay, my boy. All right, so, hi, honey. We'll just set things down here so that we're not spilling. Another important step is you have to make sure that this G-tube extension is primed. Right now, there's no water in the line, and if you just plug it in and then administer meds, he's gonna get the whole line of air. And that's never good because we don't want a gassy belly. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit in here so we can prime the line. So this has a lock. Let's make sure that that's open, and we're going to prime it into this medication cup so that we've got the line primed, and so we don't waste any meds either. Okay, so now we are ready to start administering meds. I'm going to fill the syringe up. Whenever you're locking this, it's going to keep contents in it. Okay, so now we're going to hook it up to Brock. So if you look on here, it tells you which way it locks, and basically you're just lining that line up with the line on his Mickey is what it's called. Okay, Brock, I need you to roll onto your back, okay, hun? So we will, oh, it's open from the last time he was having water, or it popped open somehow. So you'll see the G-tube port here has a line. We just line this line up here and then make sure it's in, and then we turn it to lock it. You want to make sure you're not pulling at this too much. Be gentle. So we're going to unlock this extension now, and we're going to, oh, there's a bit of air there, so we'll just vent him after. And then we're administering the meds. I'm not going too fast because I'm sure it's kind of a weird sensation. You're doing good, my boy. And then make sure that, again, we just go to the point where we're not pushing air into it. Then we're going to close it, keep it locked. Then we're going to go for round 2 here. Sometimes residue forms at the bottom while you're doing this, so you want to make sure you get it all. And then I'll do this because that'll be our first flush. So the key here is I'm making sure that I'm getting as much of his medication dose as humanly possible. We're not missing out on anything. Okay, and then we're going to give him this, the rest of the meds. And then I'm going to stop it when I see it reaches the top. So again, we're not giving him air before his water flush. So flush number 1 is going to be a little bit residue-y, so we'll start there. Sometimes I'll do this to make sure I'm getting residue from the inside of the syringe. I know, honey, this isn't super fun. And we're flushing, so the line's getting clearer. And again, I'm stopping so that he's not going to get air once I see I'm getting close to the end here, making sure all that residue gets in. Okay, and then we're going to do one final flush with clear water. In total, I don't usually use this syringe, but in total he's probably getting about 80 mils So I think the flush is probably about 40, and with the meds it's about 40. And this is okay to go all the way down now because this is our final flush, and you can see the water moving down the extension, and it's to the end of the extension. So I'm not pushing any air in. And then we're gonna twist. So this lines up to unlock, pull it gently out. You shouldn't have to pull hard on it if it's ready to come out. And then we're gonna plug back up the G-tube. And we're gonna let Brock continue to rest. Thank you.